Hi, Dave Williams here on the very first Weekly Wisdom. So I hope I'm finding you well, and what a gorgeous day it is today. So I thought I'd actually do this outside as it's the very first one. So like I say, I hope you're finding you well. But what is the Weekly Wisdom? Well, what I'm going to be doing is actually sharing little snippets on a weekly basis that can hopefully impact you. And maybe it's not going to impact you, and that's fine, no problem whatsoever. But let's be honest, there's an awful lot of challenges going on in life at the moment, isn't there? We've got so many things that are actually going on. Tragically, we've got this war that's happening in Ukraine. Here in the UK, we've actually got all these things as far as petrol prices going through the roof and fuel prices in general. So for many people, their confidence in particular is actually taking a bit of a dent because all of a sudden, they've been thrown into so much uncertainty. So what is confidence? The reality is confidence is focusing on first things first, what you can do. The things that you can control. So many things that you hear about that are going on in the world, you've got no direct impact on unless you make the decision to do that. But it's happening for most people some hundreds, if not thousands of miles away. But it's the stuff that is going on that's immediately around you that you've got control of. But sometimes, even though we've got control of them, sometimes we're feeling really confident and sometimes we're feeling, well, not that confident at all. And I'm sure you, like I, have actually been there. But let's say, what is confidence? Confidence, in essence, is the belief in your own ability to be able to do something. That's it. And it's the belief in your own ability to be able to achieve something. And when you think about it, you, like I, have achieved some phenomenal things in the past. And while I don't believe in focusing on the past, for this particular example, I'm going to suggest that you do that if your confidence is lacking slightly at the moment. And think back to the challenges that you've overcome. Because you will have done, because you would not be where you are in life now without actually doing that. Now, it may well be going on a first date, it may well be getting married, it may well have been making a decision to start a family, it might be starting a new job, it may well be learning to drive for the first time. And for an awful lot of people, that's a scary thought. Learning to drive, getting into this box of metal with, a steering wheel. And then you have to think about the gear lever and everything. But if you drive now, then possibly like most people, you don't actually give that too much thought, do you? Because it's automated now, so you don't have to think, right, am I confident in doing this? You just get in, turn the engine on, and then you set off for your destination. Why? Because you've created this confidence in yourself to be able to do that. So the belief is that strong that no matter what happens, you know that you're going to be able to drive from A to B. And in essence, that's what confidence is. It's the belief in your own ability. But look, let's be honest, there are certain things that go on that impact us. It may well be things that you possibly see in the news. It may well be things that people say or do to you. We're human beings. But the thing is, if that happens, in as much as someone says or does something to you, then it's the meaning that we actually give to it. Because more often than not, the people that are actually saying things that impact us, quite often, they don't mean it the way that it comes out, but we actually give it such a meaning that it destroys our confidence or impacts it in a negative way anyway. But quite often it's a case of they're not in a good place anyway, so what they're doing, quite often not knowingly, is they're sharing their grievances onto you or myself or indeed the people around them. But we quite often take that as a personal slant. But why do we do that? Well, again, the reality is, our brains are phenomenal machines that we've got. But they're actually prehistoric brains in many ways. And the prehistoric brain is actually designed for survival. So if we feel that we've upset someone or someone's having a go, then what we do, we actually change that and we go into automatic survival mode, if you will, to see what we can do differently. But what quite often happens, if we hear similar things again and again and again, then we start to believe other people's opinions and we take that as being gospel. As I mentioned a bit earlier on, quite often people are not in a good place that are actually sharing that information, but we take it as being gospel. See, the reality is, you are a fantastic individual. Why? Because you're still on the planet, for a start, and you will have overcome challenges in your life. And the thing is, these people are actually passing comment. That's their life, not yours. And the reality is, it's what we do with our lives that are going to impact ourselves, first of all, but in a good way, but also impact the people around us. So draw on the confidences that you've created over the years and ignite your inner hero instead of your inner villain, because your inner villain's going to be out there. Your inner villain is the one that, like I say, keeps you safe and everything and tells you can't do this, you can't do that, etc. Okay? Sod the inner villain. Concentrate on the inner hero. The inner hero is the one that will give you the belief, the credibility that you can achieve these things. And just ignite that one. And then your confidence will actually start to soar. So as I draw this particular first weekly wisdom to a close, and I look forward to sharing with you next week another weekly wisdom, maybe on a similar subject, may well be on a totally different subject. But if you've got value of this and you know someone that may well get value from this potentially, then by all means share this with other people and comment below. Wherever you're actually seeing this, comment below, and I'll look to definitely read every particular comment and hopefully reply to every particular comment as well. And if you feel that confidence is a bit of an issue for yourself at the moment, then no problem. Most of us have actually been there. But if you know my story, then the reality is you know that you can turn anything around. But something that may well be able to help is if you go to my website, which is www.davewilliamscoaching.com, you'll actually see the tabs at the top of the page. And if you go to resources there, there's about 6 different things on there. But one of them is 16 proven strategies to improve your confidence. It's a free ebook, so by all means, just go to there and put your details in, and you'll actually get the ebook sent to you basically immediately, okay? So until the next time, no matter where you are, whatever you're doing, have a fantastic day, and I look forward to catching up with you soon. Take care now.